The cooler weather makes us all want to get outdoors. Going to fairs helps us do just that. Some fairs are community fundraisers, while others are state fairs, large agricultural-based fairs which educate not only the 4-H and FFA student exhibitors, but the general public as well. The Monitor's Rick Treptow reports today from the Georgia National Fair.
4 distinct blows coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is blacksmith artist Trenton Tye of Purgatory Ironworks in Americus, Georgia. He was doing this demonstration at this year's Georgia National Fair in Perry, just up the road from his home. A local guy who feels the loss of the appreciation for rural living and its heritage is not good for the country.
It's the fact that, if something broke or something went bad, there was no store to run down to. You had to handle it and get it done.
This mobile forge with the big bellows uses wood, as opposed to some that use coal or charcoal.
Every small farm had a small blacksmith shop. You had to have it. It was only when something really went wrong that you went into town for the big blacksmith shop.
The 1870s and 80s required tremendous self-sufficiency.
That meant that no matter what profession you were, you required the iron tools of the blacksmith. If you were stitching clothes, you need a needle. If you were baking bread, you need metal pots and pans. If you were a lumberjack, you need an axe.
Farmers also needed nails. He made one of those. And a spoon. Tye put a heavy emphasis on showing this old craft needs to be learned by the new generation.
It's an antique grits mill. We grind cornmeal and grits and flour.
This too has direct heritage to rural living.
The mill was made in 1913, and it's a typical mill found in small communities that ground corn for the farmers.
Children look in wonder at the machine, but
most of them cannot relate to cornmeal or grits, and I usually tell them it's a coating for the corn dog or stuff like that, and then they tend to understand that.
The livestock events had the more sophisticated horse shows, and the FFA Steer Show. Awards were presented. There are other big agricultural shows in the next couple of weeks, but the Georgia National Fair gave everyone some fresh air after a too hot southeastern summer. I'm Rick Treptow for the Georgia Farm Monitor.